the trader you become. Professional traders build systems, not just setups. When most traders think about becoming better, they usually look for a better setup, a better indicator, a better entry, a better strategy. And while those things certainly matter, many professional traders eventually realize something different. Successful trading isn't usually the result of one great decision. It's the result of a series of good decisions. The setup, the entry, the stop loss, the trade management, the exit. Each decision affects the next. But there is something even more important. Every one of those decisions becomes more difficult once emotions arrive. The moment a trade begins, fear begins. Greed begins. Hope begins. The fear of missing out begins. The desire to be right begins. The desire to recover begins. And that's why professional traders don't simply build strategies. They build systems. Because the purpose of a trading system isn't only to predict the market, it's to reduce the number of emotional decisions that need to be made while participating in it. Perhaps that's one of the biggest differences between struggling traders and professional traders. Struggling traders often rely on making good decisions while emotions are highest. Professional traders try to make as many important decisions as possible before emotions arrive. Chapter 1. The system begins before the trade. Many traders believe the trade begins when they press the buy or sell button. Professional traders often see it differently. The trade begins much earlier. It begins with preparation, waiting for a high-quality setup, knowing exactly what qualifies as a trade, knowing exactly what does not, knowing the trading window, knowing the position size, knowing where the stop belongs, knowing what would invalidate the trade. Because every important decision made before entering the market is one less decision that has to be made while emotions are involved. Professional traders don't expect themselves to become fearless. They don't expect themselves to suddenly become perfectly disciplined. Instead, they build a process that requires less decision-making once the trade begins, because decisions made while calm are usually better than decisions made under pressure. Chapter 2. Clarity creates discipline. Many traders believe discipline comes from having more willpower. Professional traders often build discipline differently. They create clarity. A high-quality, pre-planned setup does much more than improve probability. It creates clarity about what the trader is looking for, clarity about why the trade exists, clarity about where the risk belongs, clarity about what would invalidate the idea, clarity about how the trade will be managed, and perhaps most importantly, clarity about whether to take the trade at all. Professional traders understand that they cannot remove uncertainty from the market. The market will always be uncertain. No strategy can change that, but they can reduce uncertainty in their own decision-making. Before the trade begins, they already know. Is this my setup? Does this fit my trading plan? Is this within my trading window? Is this the right location? Where does my stop belong? How will I manage the trade? Notice what happens when those questions have already been answered. There is less negotiation. The trader isn't asking, should I move my stop? The stop was already determined. The trader isn't asking, should I take this random setup? The setup was already defined. The trader isn't wondering whether they should be in the trade. That decision was already made before emotions arrived. Random trades create the opposite experience. The trader isn't completely sure why they entered. They aren't completely sure where the stop belongs. They aren't completely sure what would invalidate the trade. So uncertainty appears. Not uncertainty about the market, uncertainty about their own decision. And that uncertainty often becomes negotiation. The stop starts moving. The target starts changing. The original plan slowly disappears. Perhaps emotions weren't really the problem. Perhaps the lack of clarity was. Professional traders understand that clarity creates confidence. Not confidence that the trade will win, confidence that they know exactly what they are trying to execute. The market is still uncertain, the outcome is still uncertain, but the process is not. And when the process is clear, discipline becomes much easier. Not because the trader has stronger willpower, but because there are fewer decisions left to negotiate. Chapter 3: The Entry Protects Psychology. Many traders think a good entry is only about improving the reward-to-risk ratio. But a good entry also changes the psychological experience of the trade. A good entry provides a good location. Entering at a good location, while the move is still developing, often allows the trade to have room to work before the stop is threatened. Normal pullbacks still feel normal. The stop continues to make sense. And perhaps just as importantly, the amount of risk is usually easier to accept before entering the trade. Professional traders understand that every trade begins with accepting risk. Before entering, they already know how much they are willing to lose if the market proves them wrong. That decision has already been made. The stop isn't simply a line on the chart. It's the amount of risk the trader agreed to accept before entering the trade. Late entries often create a different experience. To keep the stop in the correct structural location, the initial risk may become much larger. Or the trader may place the stop in a location that doesn't truly fit the setup, simply to reduce the dollar amount at risk. Neither situation feels comfortable. The trader starts questioning the stop. The temptation to give the trade just a little more room becomes much stronger. Or the trader begins thinking, maybe I entered too late. The stop is too big. Maybe I should adjust it. The market hasn't changed. The trader's location within the move has. Many stop movements don't happen because the stop was technically wrong. They happen because the trader never fully accepted the original risk. Professional traders understand that a good entry doesn't only improve profitability, it also helps define a logical stop while keeping the initial risk manageable. That makes it much easier to trust the original plan. It doesn't eliminate emotions. It simply gives the trader fewer reasons to negotiate with the original plan. Chapter 4: Management Protects the Trader. Once the trade begins, the market is no longer the only thing moving. Emotions begin moving too. Fear, greed, hope, the desire for one more push, the temptation to move the stop, the temptation to re-enter. This is where trade management becomes so important, not because it predicts the market, but because it protects the trader. Every trader may choose a different method: structural trailing, previous candle trailing, a combination of both. The specific method is less important than one principle. The management should already be decided before emotions arrive. The goal isn't finding the perfect trailing stop. The goal is finding a management system that can be followed consistently. Professional traders don't want to decide where the stop belongs because they feel afraid. They don't want to trail the stop because they feel greedy. They don't want to widen the stop because they feel trapped. They want the market to determine the management, not their emotions. Because every decision that has already been made before entering is one less emotional decision during the trade. A predetermined management plan does more than protect capital. It protects the trader from constantly negotiating with the market. The trailing stop isn't there to predict exactly where the market will turn. It's there to provide a consistent way of managing the trade while the market is still unfolding. Sometimes the trade will continue. Sometimes the market will reverse. The trailing stop simply responds to what the market is doing, not to what the trader is feeling. It protects profits as the trade develops. It provides a consistent exit when the market changes, and perhaps most importantly, it removes the need to constantly decide, should I exit now? Should I hold longer? Should I give it one more candle? The trader's job is no longer to negotiate with every movement. The trader's job is simply to execute the management plan consistently. Because consistency is what transforms a management technique into a trading system. And a trading system isn't only designed to protect the account. It's designed to protect the trader from emotional decision-making while the trade is still alive. Chapter 5. Every rule protects something. Many trading rules seem restrictive. Only one trade per day. Only trade during a specific trading window. Only trade high-quality setups. Don't re-enter after getting stopped out. Don't chase the last move. But perhaps those rules aren't limitations. Perhaps they are protection. A pre-planned setup protects clarity. A good entry protects psychology. The stop loss protects capital. The trailing stop protects profits. One trade per day protects decision quality. The trading window protects patience. No re-entry protects objectivity. Every rule removes another opportunity for emotions to interfere. The system isn't only protecting the account, the system is protecting the trader. Chapter 6. The goal is repeatability. Professional traders are not trying to create one perfect trade. They are trying to build one repeatable process, a process where the setup is already defined. The entry is intentional. The stop is predetermined. The management is mechanical. The exit follows the plan. Because consistency rarely comes from making brilliant decisions under pressure. It comes from making fewer decisions once the trade begins. The less negotiation that happens during the trade, the more consistent execution becomes. Over time, this creates something every trader is searching for. Not certainty, not perfection, but self-reliability. The confidence that comes from knowing the same process can be executed again tomorrow, and the day after that, regardless of whether today's trade wins or loses. Final thoughts. Many traders believe they need more discipline, but perhaps discipline isn't built by relying on more willpower. Perhaps discipline is built by building a better system, a system where the important decisions are made before emotions arrive. A system where the setup provides clarity, the entry provides location, the stop loss protects capital, the management protects profits, and the rules protect the trader from becoming their own biggest obstacle. Because professional traders don't simply trust themselves to make better decisions in every moment. They build a process that allows them to make fewer emotional decisions in the first place. If this video resonated with you, let me know in the comments. What part of your trading system has had the biggest impact on your consistency? And if you know another trader who might benefit from this video, consider sharing it with them. And if you'd like more explorations of trading psychology, discipline, and the inner side of trading, consider subscribing. Because trading is not only a journey of learning the markets, it's also a journey of building a process that allows us to manage ourselves. And perhaps becoming a better trader isn't about finding the perfect strategy. Perhaps it's about building a system that allows us to execute the same good decisions over and over again.